I don't want to look like a man. I don't want to be walking around all big and bulky looking like a man, because you're not going to do what she did to get there. For fitness, fashion, and lifestyle inspiration, subscribe to Louise Antoinette. Be sure to like, comment, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Let's go. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Car Chronicles. I hope this angle is not too bad, but I'm trying to figure this little phone mount out. But anywho, welcome back. This is going to be the second episode of our Car Chronicles. Our first one, we touched on that big question of building muscle after the age of 40 and if it's possible. So we addressed that. If you missed it, go back so you can catch up. But today we're going to talk about lifting weights and how to do it, where to start, and all of the above. But first, I'm going to address the elephant that always enters the room when we start talking about lifting weights. And I'm sure you ladies have heard this, or you could have possibly said this yourself a time or two. And you typically hear, I don't want to look like a man. I don't want to be walking around all big and bulky looking like a man. Ladies, you're not going to look like a man. Lifting weights is not going to make you look like a man. Now, those women that we all have seen, either in person, on TV, in a bodybuilding contest, whatever it might be, who we deem to look like a man. She looks masculine. She has huge muscles, X, Y, and Z. Now, I want you to know that you're not going to look like that because you're not going to do what she did to get there. First and foremost, most of those ladies that have that type of crazy muscle development, they are taking some type of anabolic, and that's basically a steroid. So we're not doing that. So I want you to suspend that mindset about looking like a man, because you're not going to do that. Our goal is to look very sleek, sexy, and feminine, and we're going to use the weights to get us there. So let me set a scenario. It's going to be like in the gym, even though some of you ladies might work out at home, or just follow me. So let's just say you're at the gym. I want you to mosey over to the weight area, grab you a bench, make you a nice little area, and I want you to go and pick up 2 5-pound dumbbells. Now, the reason why I am saying 5 pounds normally is the lightest that the gym starts with, and we're going to start at baseline. So we are going to start with 5-pound dumbbells. So let's just say today is going to be an upper body day, and we're going to work on biceps and shoulders. Biceps is the front of your arm, and then of course you know where your shoulders are. So our goal is to do 3 sets of 10, and that basically means we're going to do 3 sets with 10 reps each. So we're going to grab the 5-pound dumbbells. Oh, ladies, also I would recommend investing in some type of weightlifting gloves, because you don't want to mess up the inside of your hand. Like, you don't want to get calluses and all of that. So get you a nice weightlifting glove. So you have your gloves on. I want you to grip the dumbbells. Get a nice grip on the dumbbell. And what we're going to do is going to be slow and controlled. You're going to lift the weight. You're going to pause and hold it for about 3 seconds, and then you're going to slowly lower the weight. We're going to do that for 10 reps before we rest in between our sets. So basically what that looks like, I always tell people to kind of count in your head. So you're going to grip the weight. You're going to raise it up on a count of 4, meaning it takes you 4 seconds to bring it up. So you're going to bring it up 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold it for 3 seconds. And then you're going to slowly let it down for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 1 rep. You're going to continue that for 10 before you take a rest. Now, I want you to understand the importance of controlling the weight and moving slow and controlled. Because if you do not have correct form, or if you're just out here throwing the weight around, you're not going to see the benefit of your hard work. All too often, I see not only ladies, but also men in the gym. They are what I call just like ego lifting. they are picking up heavier weights, or even if it's moderate weights, they're not lifting it properly. They're throwing it around. They're not controlling it, letting it fall down. That is not what we want to do. We want our weights to be controlled because we want to get every bit of benefit out of every single rep that we are going to perform. So that's kind of like the baseline. Now, when we create our program, you guys, we're going to do the same program every week because we want to do what is called progressively overload. And you can only do that by doing the same exercises. So when you progressively overload, you basically slowly increase the amount of weight that you're lifting. So let's just say if we start at the 5-pound weights for this week, and then next week we go to the 7.5, and then the next week we go up to 10 pounds, and then that following week we go up to 15 pounds. So the goal here is to be able to complete the same amount of reps but do it with a heavier weight. And how you know you're ready to move to that next weight is when those 10 reps become super easy. They're no longer challenging for you at that weight. So now you know it's time to go up in weight. So we kind of have the basics set out. You need to become friendly with the weights. You need to get comfortable trying to lift the weights. You need to have some type of plan schedule so when you go into the gym, you know what you're doing and you're not just standing there looking confused and wasting a lot of time trying to figure out what's going on. And then you are keeping track of what you're lifting, because how can you progressively overload if you don't know what you lift the previous day or the previous week? So either take notes in your phone, or if you want to do the old school thing and bring you a little notebook to the gym, a little mini one, and write down how many reps you're doing and the amount of weight, that is a-okay. Whatever works for you, you just need to be able to keep track of what you're doing. Now, when you're doing the weightlifting, prior to anything, you know that most of the time when you start lifting weights, you're sore afterwards. So you want to make sure that you are properly warming up and also properly stretching after each workout. That is going to be detrimental, because what I see done, or happens all too often, is someone jumps into a weightlifting routine. They get sore because it's naturally you're going to get sore, but then they give up because they're hurting, they're sore, they don't want to go back and X, Y, and Z. But that's a part of the process. You're ripping the muscle fibers, like I said on a previous episode, giving the muscle room to grow. So you're going to have a little soreness, which is okay, but you want to properly warm up the muscle that you're about to work. You want to properly stretch afterwards, and also start to incorporate like Epsom salt baths and, steam showers and all of that to kind of relax the muscles. So the thing about weightlifting, ladies, it's not something that you have to overcomplicate. It's not something that you have to be intimidated by because you feel like you're too weak, or you see the next person lifting whatever weights. No, we're going to start at baseline and we're going to work from there. Because if your form is not correct, if you're not feeling the muscle that you're actually working, you're not working. And you're going to be going through the motions versus making every single rep count. So that's kind of the basics as to how to start weightlifting. If you ladies have any questions, or if you would like for me to elaborate, please leave me a comment down below. But again, I thank you for tuning in to our Car Chronicles. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss another video. All right, ladies, I will see you in the next one. Toodles!